Good day, folks. Nice to see you for yet another video. It's raining right now, but this is because I'm recording this later. And in this video, I'm going to be planting out those 6 beds of potatoes that I prepared for potatoes. Plus, I'm going to put in a second layer in those 2 bins that I had made as an experiment. So I hope you enjoyed it. Finally getting around to planting the potatoes. See, this is the big reason why I made this cart. This is going to be so much easier than having to lean in over the bed to plant the potatoes. Here's a potato starting to grow right here, so I'm just going to plant that right back. And another one. See how long tools are, right? So then you can use your tools to do your measurements instead of having to have a special measuring tool. There's some long shoots on them, and I don't want to break off those long shoots really, so I'm sticking them down, and the shoot is sticking above the soil a little bit. They're just going in how they come. There's 2 or 3 different varieties here. I'll sort them out between red and white when I harvest them. But there's Superior, which is white with white shoots, I think. And then there's the other one that's got, oh, this is the red one. See, there's a white one with white shoots, and there's a white one with purple shoots. My last video, don't know if you noticed that my voice was clipping, but the video was good enough, so I put it up anyway. My mic here, see, it was right up here. So I've got it repositioned now, and I better take that piece out of my ear. I don't need that there, so that I can have the mic a little bit further away from my mouth. It would be nice if I had some compost that I could lay over the top. Not that potatoes need a overly great soil anyway, but the better the soil, the better the harvest you'll get. So when they're up a little bit, I will put kelp around them and then put the metal clippings on top of the kelp. I'll also make some kelp tea. Don't have all the beds where I can use this cart yet, but eventually I will, and any new beds that I make, I'll have this cart in mind. So I'll make it so that I can use it, use this cart over the bed. Also, I want to eventually someday get money to put on 2 electric wheels, so then I can just ride them with 2 little joysticks. Don't know if I said that before. I might have already told you that. But so far, I'm happy with it. But of course, you can't see what's in my head, so you just have to wait and see it. Watch the modifications of this over time. Oh, I'm going to have to get off and shift this over a bit. Oh, crap. How many did I get in there on? 9 rows I got in that one. The beds aren't quite in line. I can't really say whether it's easier or not because, as you know, I had been sick. I was kind of sick when I started this YouTube channel back in 2018, but figured I was well enough to take care of the garden, and I was proven wrong. Kind of what I brought that out for here, actually, is to dig with soil. Actually, not that bad. When it dries out, it looks like powder. But you put a bit of moisture in it, and you realize just how much organic matter is actually in there. What am I up against? Wondering if those little plants were lamb's quarter. I don't remember what lamb's quarter looks like just as it comes out of the ground. But yeah, as I was saying, I can't really say whether it's easier or not because I was sick and everything was hard. As of last year, it was hard to just get out of bed. But I'm going along fairly fast with this, the way I'm doing it here now. You pull on grass. If you pull on them gently, you're more likely to get more of the root. Lemon balm. What should I do with that? I think what I should do with it is come back in a little bit and with a container. I have another one of those big containers like I put the catnip in and plant it. Take those two little lemon balm there up and plant them in that container. No, I better throw you out there. Maybe I'll take them up now and all these. I got four here now. Take them off and bring them in and plant them right away after I'm done the potatoes, that is. I'm going to put in another row right out to the end. Should have timed myself. Actually, I can time myself because I was recording the whole thing, hadn't I? 22 minutes. Now, as I said, it was 22 minutes, so I had to put it on high speed, time lapse. So now, you got those four done. See here, I poked the potato down in that one. That's five, and that's six. I had to take up the side to that one to run the cart down, and then I replaced it afterwards. That's why it's laying there like that. That's what we've got left. Little tiny ones. Now, so let's do this. Remember these buckets here? So on the outside, I went over and I got some kelp from the shore. I'm going to put gloves on to do that because kelp's slimy. But I'm going to put kelp around those potatoes now. Don't know how much I'm going to have to tear it apart. Actually quite nice though. They went over there and high up where the beach is high because the tide is almost all the way in. But there, in the one spot, the kelp was washed up really high up on the beach. So I could still get it no problem at all without even going into the water. Now, you gotta take these sets and I'll put another one. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I'll get something put on top of them. I'll be back in just a minute. Now I have some of the composted wood chips here. There, like that. And I'll do the same thing with this bucket. Thank you for watching. There it is. Please remember, don't eat the poison food. And I shall see you in the next video.